Boom! How's it going? We are doing a rundown of the King and Queen of the Ring. I'm going to rate these matches. I'm going to review them. I'm going to give you a rundown. It's the Triple R. Boom! 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 I got lucky. I got to do the WWE one. Bish has his work cut out for him tomorrow night with 10 matches for AEW, but we are here enjoying the atmosphere in Saudi Arabia. The fans are going wild. They are loving it. They're always a good crowd there, actually, and since day one, since we started this whole crazy Saudi Arabia experiment. The first of 5 matches, I'm not going to talk about the pre-show match, which was a women's tag team title match. Seemed like it was a squash job for an easy win for Bianca, Belair, and Jade Cargill. So the first match of the proper show is the women's title match. Becky Lynch, the man coming out in a suit to reinforce the manness of everything. And then we have Liv Tyler coming out in kind of this Britney Spears toxic thing. Pretty standard match, back and forth. It's kind of your standard challenger. Can't put that champion down. Can't keep Becky down. Keeps getting up no matter what Liv throws at her. She gets frustrated, and that's her mistake. And then Becky gets her disarmer on, has a cinched in. It looks like it's over, and then who comes out of the crowd? Well, none other than that bastard, Dominic Mysterio. The fans are not happy to see Dom. Neither is Michael Cole, of course, which has been ongoing for years now. Michael Cole really detests Dominic. Dominic involves himself seemingly to try to help Becky beat Liv. Liv, of course, took out his mommy, Rhea Ripley, his being Dominic Mysterio. But that idiot mistimes it. And of course, Liv gets the chair, uses it on Becky, and when you know it, Liv gets the 1, 2, 3, and she leaves the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view as the women's champion, really setting the stage for Rhea Ripley's return. One of the things I took away from the match was they did this chair thing. The ref has got to look at they took so long to use this chair and put the move on the chair, and then Liv was having difficulty getting the chair out of the ring. Didn't really get it out in the end. The ref has got to have their blinders on, pretend that they don't see it, whatever. Counts the 1, 2, 3. There you go. So, yeah, whenever Rhea's back, I would say Liv is holding on to that belt until Rhea comes back. I give this out of a rating of bad, not bad, good, not bad. There you go. We go on into the second match of the night. Another title match, the IC title match. This is a great pay-per-view just in terms of every match has something on the line. You got the 2 King and Queen of the Ring matches, and then you got women's title match, IC title match, and then the World Heavyweight Universal Intergalactic Championship at the end. Anyways, IC title match is up next. We have Chad Gable coming down, and I think they're encouraging the "You Suck" stuff now during his entrance music, and I think it might be a step too far. I didn't mind the shoosh stuff, and his repertoire is very reminiscent of Kurt Angle, but I think that the "You Suck" stuff is maybe one step too close to being Kurt, and Chad would do himself a favor maybe to distance himself from that gimmick. Nevertheless, the crowd hates him. Then we have Bronson Reed come out. I think there was like some distortion and maybe that QR code or whatever for Uncle Howdy thing. I had heard suggestions that maybe Uncle Howdy was going to be showing up at this pay-per-view. Does that happen? Remains to be seen. And then Sami comes out, Sami Zayn. Beloved Sami Zayn. The crowd loves him. He is on fire. And I mentioned on the podcast, or in the predictions, that Sami, for the first couple of years of these Saudi Arabia shows, wasn't allowed on the shows, or he didn't want to do the shows. Either way, he wasn't in the country. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why. I think it was a religious reason, but Sami's Muslim, and I thought Saudi Arabia is Muslim as well, so I don't know. Maybe you guys in the comments can let me know, why was Sami not allowed to be on the shows, or abstain from being on the shows back in the day? Anyways, it's a triple threat match, IC title. My pick was Chad Gable. I thought it was time to get the belt on him. I thought Sami had done what he needed to do with it, but as this match goes on, you see Sami is beloved. Solid work. His whole shtick, I think, in this match story for Sami is trying to get Big Bronson up for the blue Thunder Bomb. Is that what it's called? And of course can't do it at first because that Bronson Reed, he's big. He's big. They're not lying. Lots of spots happening, suicide dives, etc., etc. Bronson is jumping all over the place. Good big man stuff. Crowd, again, is on fire. Match comes to a head when Otis, who is accompanying our lovely Chad Gable, Chad gets Sami out of the ring, and he says, "Now it's time, Otis. Otis, now it's time." And he wants Otis to really, really sock Sami one right in the face. Otis is having a conflict of conscience. He had apologized to Sami earlier on Raw, I believe, and apologized for getting involved in him. He does not want to get involved again. He doesn't know what to do. He's got Chad yelling at him, calling him an idiot. I think he slaps him a couple of times. Maybe he even says a swear word. Otis says, "All right, fine, I'll hit him. You hold him up." And so, it's the classic spot of Chad holding up Sami's out. Looks like he's out for the count. And Otis goes in to rough him up. Sami ducks. Otis, when you believe it, takes out the very person who wanted him to hit Sami in the first place. I mean, that is literacy irony like you'll never see anywhere else. So that takes out Gable. Otis is stunned. Oh, what happened? Sami gets into the ring. Hell of a kick on Bronson Reed. 1, 2, 3. And at some point in time, he also gets Bronson up successfully for that bomb. And that's the end of that match. Going in, I think they do a propaganda video for Saudi Arabia, and then they talk about 2026, the first two-night SummerSlam in Minneapolis, Minnesota. What do you think about that? I'm not down with all these two-night events. Once is good for WrestleMania because it's special, but I mean, you could see the writing on the wall. Eventually, all these are going to be 2 nights. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think about that? Okay, so Bishop is now 1-up with that Sami Zayn correct prediction, and I give that match a not bad. It was good. The crowd was hot. Moving on, we go to the Queen of the Ring finals. It is Lyra Valkyria against my girl Nia Jax. I predicted that she would make it to the finals. I predicted she would win this match. Match starts, and immediately I'm concerned because Nia is just dominating, and it looks like it's going to be a ripe time for a babyface, this unproven rookie just getting a fluke win over the dominant Nia Jax. Now, Nia's been a favorite of mine for a while. I think she's one of the best competitors in the women's division, and she's gotten a lot better in the ring too. Her moveset is dominant. They're booking her great. I think she's always had great character work. The online fans hate her, and so does Aaron Bishop, actually. Bishop really does not like Nia Jax. He's blinded for some reason. I think it's because Bishop is shallow. Nevertheless, turning point in this match looks like it's going to be when Nia goes for her finishing move, the Annihilator, which is a bonsai drop to the outside ring on the ring apron. Lyra moves out of the way. Nia hits it right on the corner, and you could just tell, ooh, she wants to say where it hurts. It's right in that tailbone region, right in the derriere region of Nia Jax, and she's biting her tongue. She's going to show these people in Saudi Arabia a little respect, right? So she bites her tongue, and you can tell. But I know, and I think you know what she wanted to proclaim when she hit that ring apron right on her. glutes, let's say. But the story of the match is Lyra has hurt her knee. She keeps trying to do power moves on the much bigger Nia Jax. She can't get her up. Her knee fails her. And then Nia does some more dominating moves and does the Annihilator again properly and just smashes her and even does the Yokozuna arm cross, I believe. Nia Jax, your 2024 Queen of the Ring. She's been a queen in my heart for quite some time, but now, even you, Aaron Bishop, you have to acknowledge that Nia is your queen. Speaking of which, Bishop, who supposedly was not available today, this is why I got to do this pay-per-view, and he has to do Double or Nothing, where he's texting me throughout the entire thing, his little thoughts on stuff. So I don't know what happened there, but anyways, Bishop texts me, and he goes, I don't like that Nia cried for winning the Queen of the Ring. She's supposed to be a heel. So, once a hater, always a hater. Bishop has never won a Queen of the Ring tournament or tournament of any kind. So he wouldn't know what kind of emotions go through a person when they achieve. Nevertheless, that puts me and Bish even on predictions. I think I should probably even give maybe a bit more because I guessed who the winner was before she was even in the finals. I digress. We go on to the King of the Ring, Gunther, the Ring General, against Randy Orton, the Viper. Story of this match, very similar to the previous match, actually. Randy is broken down, systematically taken apart by Gunther. Hope spot is the RKO, obviously. Not a bad RKO. Randy's too hurt to get the cover. Gunther rolls out of the ring, and that's kind of it. And then it's just sort of another Gunther match, right? Which is a beautiful match, but it's a systematic takedown of the legendary Legend Killer. Commentary is just putting over Gunther like mad. Michael Cole even says that he thinks Sami Zayn's win at WrestleMania was a fluke. It's bold to say for sure because Sami's so beloved and it wasn't a fluke win at all, but it's obvious that they are putting a lot behind Gunther if the 666-day title reign wasn't enough to show you that in the first place. Again, Bishop putting in his 2 cents at some point texts me that because Nia Jax won, then Randy Orton is definitely going to win because they wouldn't have 2 heel King of the Ring, Queen of the Rings. I'm going to take that as Bishop changing his prediction before the match started to thinking that it was going to be a Randy Orton win. That puts me up for certain. And now, looks like I'm winning predictions again, baby. Looks like old G. Pat does it again. Now, as I'm talking to you, the heavyweight main event has not started yet. I am going to do a review of it now, and if I'm wrong, I'll do a cut here and I'll change what I am saying now, which is Cody wins. He's over. The crowd went along with the woes when he came in. Good slow plotting match. Logan Paul does some crazy high spot. I think Logan probably gets like his brass knuckles or something, even though he was supposed to give him away. He probably finds some sort of object, gets Cody down, looks like he's gonna win for a moment. He gets the 1 and the 2, and then whoa, and then Cody comes back. I think he'll probably beat him with just 1 crossroads. And then the question becomes, what do we think about Cody's reign now? He's 2 months into it. It's established, you know. He had AJ for the first title defense. People are saying it's boring. Is he getting his legs underneath him now in this title? I think that Cody is a better chaser than a champion. But I got high hopes for Cody versus Gunther at SummerSlam. But what do you think? Match of the night for me, Gunther, Randy Orton, of course. A good match. Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul, another good match. Match of the night, though, is the King of the Ring Finals. Worst match of the night, I think by default it has to be Queen of the Ring Finals, but still not a bad match. There was not a bad match on this show, and it's great. It was five matches, middle of the day. I really feel bad for Bishop because now he has to put in a lot of extra work, 2 times at least. He's going to be up until at least midnight, and I'm going to go take a nap now. Let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite match? What was the least favorite match? What do you think about the winners? What do you think about Cody Rhodes? What do you think about Sami Zayn? Peace. Love.
Wrestling fans, if you liked what you saw in this video, please go to our Patreon account. Link is here at the bottom of the screen. For only $3 US a month, you can get our full episodes as they're released early. You can see extra content not seen on our YouTube and TikTok channels, and a whole lot more. Thank you.